Boys and girls, people of all ages.
I was gonna say something.
Say something.
Hello! That's it.
Wow, that was it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I wanted to say it, but no, you just had to ruin it, didn't you?
Well, welcome to Atheist Sunday School. And
as you can see, Chris is no longer with us. He is dead.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, he died.
Well, not exactly.
Spiritually.
Spiritually,
Yeah,
he died.
He died spiritually.
He is leaving our clergy for the time being.
Yes, I'm gonna put some.
You're
hold on.
So Lawrence
Today's episode
here.
sponsored by Clear Mountain Dew, the only Mountain Dew that you can see through.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah. Sponsor us, Mountain Dew. Anyways, you were saying?
Lawrence is adding Mountain Dew into Scotch.
You got a problem with that?
This is happening.
You got a problem with that?
No, not me. I don't have a problem with it.
Good.
So, we should proceed then on to any announcements that we have.
Okay. Well, if you guys have been on the website recently, it's currently down, but that's because our host is down. That's not our fault. So, you can definitely, you have to wait for them to fix their own shit, but then the website's going to be back up. Tomorrow, I am having a chat with one of our patrons, Landon Knoll.
Ah.
Yeah, in fact, he's in the chat right now. Hello, Landon.
Howdy, Landon.
Yeah, he is, an actual astronomer that works in the field. So it's going to be pretty cool talking to him. We're going to talk about astronomy and flat Earth stuff, because boy, do I love a good shit show.
Well, I have a question for Landon. If the universe is flat, then why isn't the Earth flat?
Oh my God, no! It's not. It's not flat. Oh my God. Okay, it's not flat that way. It's the way light travels. Okay, so well, you know what? I'll ask him that.
You should ask him that.
Yeah.
I expect to hear that in your conversation. Anyways.
Hold on. Someone just made a comparison here. Chris is leaving. This is like if Neil Peart left Rush. First of all, no. Because Chris is nowhere near as cool as Neil fucking Peart.
Yeah, if we actually had Neil Peart, we could totally replace Chris.
Yeah, we would absolutely replace Chris.
If you guys can arrange for Neil Peart to be on Atheist Sunday School,
that would be amazing.
I would love that.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. So there also wasn't a video this week because you suck.
Yeah. Well, I didn't feel like doing it.
Yeah, fucking excuses. But new episode of Forged Fiction coming out on Thursday. And also on May 5th, I think it's the 5th. It's a Saturday. It's a Saturday, like early May. I will actually be doing a talk.
Yeah.
Did I tell you about that?
A talk.
Yeah, I will be giving a talk. I totally forgot where it is, but it's somewhere here, like in town.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's this organization. It's Swift. So they're putting something on, and I'm gonna be speaking. And I decided I'm gonna do pretty much an introduction to textual criticism.
An introduction to textual criticism.
Yeah.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do here on Atheist Sunday School.
Text.
We criticize text.
So, aside from that, I don't really have any announcements. But I'm gonna record that, and it's gonna. You guys will get to see it.
Well, I have an announcement.
Oh, you do?
My announcement is that today we're covering numbers 10, 11, and 12, and that I have the King James Bible here, and that Lawrence has...
The English Standard Version. I should not have mixed those together.
No, you
They
shouldn't
really good
have.
together.
That was a terrible decision on your part.
I should have
See, I know that eventually you're going to add more Mountain Dew to it because you're going to think that'll dilute it and make it a little better, but no, it'll just make it worse.
I just wanted the flavor because I love Mountain Dew.
Yeah?
Yeah. I mean, there was this one time when I was working at Jimmy John's, somebody actually put Mountain Dew on my sandwich, and I thought it was fucking delicious.
Oh.
Yeah. It was like, a little bit. So
Well, if you take some...
it was like a pool.
Yeah, well, if you take some green tea, which is delicious, and you take some spaghetti, which is also delicious, and you mix those two things together, it's very delicious. Yep. Okay, so we're doing 10, 11, and 12, and I'm starting here with verse 1.
Verse 1, Numbers 10.
In the King James Version of the Bible. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Make thee 2 trumpets of silver. Of a whole piece shalt thou make them, that thou mayest use them for the calling of the assembly, and for the journeying of the camps. And when they shall blow with them, all the assembly shall assemble themselves to thee at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And if they blow but with 1 trumpet, then the princes, which are heads of the thousands of Israel, shall gather themselves unto thee. Okay, so we're getting introduced to the rules for blowing trumpets in a ceremonial fashion within this desert society.
Yeah, so hold on. So if you blow 2 trumpets, then everyone gathers and goes to Moses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if
you
you
blow 1, it's
then
just the
chiefs.
princes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. When ye blow an alarm, then the camps that lie in the east parts shall go forward. When ye blow an alarm the second time, then the camps that lie on the south side shall take on their journey. They shall blow an alarm for their journeys. But when the congregation is to be gathered together, ye shall blow, but ye shall not sound an alarm. And the sons of Aaron the priests shall blow with the trumpets, and they shall be to you for an ordinance forever throughout your generations. And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. So we're setting up trumpet symbolism, right, for pretty much the first time. And that becomes more significant later on in the New Testament, right?
So what's really... I'm having some trouble understanding what do they mean exactly by alarm?
Okay, so...
Like, is it like a call of war?
So, like, if you blow into a trumpet, you can be like, or you can be like, or something.
Oh, okay, yeah, you can play different tunes on a trumpet. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so, like, they probably have different tunes that they use for specific purposes.
Okay.
So it's an alert system.
Like the damn sirens that always go off here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just that
It's
they
an
had
alert
actual
for,
people
so
blowing into trumpets.
Right, it's an alert for anything, though.
Yeah.
Okay, not specifically war.
Right.
Okay.
Well, because they don't have TV. They need to gather together.
Well, actually, wait, we don't know. Maybe they had a certain...
ancient computers.
No. I mean, maybe they
that
had...
they got from
Shut
Atlantis.
Shut the fuck up and let me finish. So, maybe they had some sort of, some sort of special song they played on their shitty trumpets when there was war. All right. So I guess we can continue going then?
Yeah, of course we can.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we be able to do that?
I don't know.
Also, in the day of your gladness, and in your solemn days, and in the beginnings of your months, ye shall blow at the trumpets over your burnt offerings, and over the sacrifices of your peace offerings, that they may be to you for a memorial before your God. I am the Lord your God.
And this, by the way... Wait. Never mind. Not yet. Go on.
No, not yet. Okay. Well, that was great. And it came to pass on the 20th day of the second month, in the second year, that the cloud was taken up from off the tabernacle of the testimony, And the children of Israel took their journeys out of the wilderness of Sinai, and the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. And they first took out their journey according to the commandment of the Lord by the hand of Moses.
Hold on, wait for this. So that one verse that you just read, 10:13, was a redaction. That was something to put the other verses together. So if we reread that little piece and take out 13,
it is the cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran, and then it goes on to in the first place went the standard of the camp of the children of Judah according to their armies, and over his host was Nashon the son of Amminadab.
Yeah.
So it's just a contextual addition.
Yeah, it was just there to, yeah, they just added something in there, but that wasn't the original writing of P.
You know,
that was just something put in later. What's up?
We could compile the original writings and put them in books and sell them.
Like yeah, of course, I think people have done that.
Well, we should do it more often.
We should do it more often?
Yeah, it's a useful asset.
I guess. Like the Bible or the Torah according to J, the Torah according to E. That.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could do that, but we also would have to translate it by ourselves. Because we can't use other people's translations.
Well, you know, if we were to get a whole bunch of money through Atheist Sunday School, then we could learn biblical Hebrew and Aramaic.
Yeah.
And we could also learn ancient Greek.
That would be helpful. Not for the Old Testament stuff, but that would be helpful.
But I have a Latin book over there, too.
Oh, so that's nice.
So that's something. And we could totally translate the Bible.
Yeah, we could. We could translate the Bible, theoretically. And I think our translation
would be so much better.
Yeah, I think it'd be way better.
Oh, man. Our translation would put all these to shame.
Yeah.
We would need, like, many thousands of dollars.
Many thousands of dollars. Oh, by the way, if you're not a patron yet, you can become a patron. You get some cool rewards. And when we are getting $500 a month on Patreon, we will start work on a movie.
Yes.
Yes, a movie about the trial and death of Socrates.
Yes.
Yes.
It is the New Testament. Well, technically, it's before the New Testament, so it's the Middle Testament.
It's the Middle Testament.
For philosophers, I guess. Yeah, lots of Greek stuff. It'll be fun. Where was I?
13, you just ended that one.
Okay. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Zebulun was Eliab, the son of Helon. And the tabernacle was taken down, and the sons of Gershon and the sons of Merari forward, bearing the tabernacle. And the standard of the camp of Reuben was set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Eleazar the son of Shedor. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Simeon was Shalumiel, the son of Zorishadai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Gad was Eliasaph, the son of Duel. Wow.
Oh,
wow. Thanks,
look at that.
Chris.
We got some pizza.
There you go, guys.
Cool.
Wow, as I read from this Italian Bible, well, it's King James version, so it would be from the Latin, right? It's Catholic. Catholics are from Rome.
But it was
okay.
The English. It was English.
Well, you know.
English.
Well, Catholics, though.
Oh, God.
You don't believe in Catholics?
I know that Catholics are a thing.
Well, they come from Italy. That's where...
Fuck you, Ruben.
That's Catholic land.
Oh, my God.
We have pizza now. It's a pizza party.
Cathala land.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at 17, right?
No, I'm further than that.
Oh, you are? Okay. Oh, yeah, Zerashadi, yeah, son of Duel.
And
okay.
the Kohathites sat forward, bearing the sanctuary, and the other did set up the tabernacle against they came. And the standard of the camp of the children of Ephraim set forward according to their armies, and over his host was Elishama the son of Ammihud. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Manasseh was Gamaliel the son of Pedazur. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Benjamin was Abidan the son of Gideoni. And, I just realized something. Probably, we're going to get, the death dates of all these characters. We're going to
eventually, we might.
Yeah.
But, I'm sure that actually, I'm positive there are a lot of people they didn't give us death dates for.
Really?
I mean, did they give us death dates for people like Pedazur
Not
and
necessarily.
Gideoni? I don't think they did.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't remember them doing that. Although, I don't know. I haven't seen all of our episodes. We might have.
And the standard of the camp of the children of Dan set forward, which was the rearward of all camps throughout their hosts, and over his host was Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Asher was Pagiel, the son of Akron. And over the host of the tribe of the children of Naphtali was Ahira, the son of Enan. Thus were the journeyings of the children of Israel according to their armies, when they set forward. And Moses said...
Oh, by the way, that last verse you just read there, 28,
Yeah.
that was also written by a redactor. And this upcoming portion, up to the end of it, up to the end of the chapter, is written by Jay. So now we're in another author.
Ooh, so we're not talking about P anymore.
We're not talking about P anymore.
Well, that's great.
Not until chapter 13.
We have a new author, everyone. We're talking about Jay. All right, Jay. Let's see what you got. Are you better than P? And Moses said...
I think so.
I hope so. And Moses said unto Hobab, the son of Raguel the Midianite, Moses' father-in-law, We are journeying into the place of which the Lord said, I will give it to you. Come thou with us, and we will do thee good. For the Lord hath spoken good concerning Israel. And he said unto him, I will not go, but I will depart to mine own land, and to my kindred. And he said, Leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how we are to encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. And it shall be, if thou go with us, yea, it shall be, that what goodness the Lord shall do unto us, the same will we do unto thee. And they departed from the mounts of the Lord 3 days' journey, and the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in the 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. So Moses is already like, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to just go and retire and be on my way.
Yeah, but see, you can't retire from being a servant of the Lord.
Mm-hmm. So Moses is starting to get restless. We're not even in fourth book. Yeah, we're in the fourth book.
Fucking die.
Barely in the fourth.
He dies
book.
at the end of the next one.
Yeah. Okay.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, you bitch. I was looking forward to that. K was better. And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day when they went out of the camp. And it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Rise up, Lord, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. And when it rested, he said, Return, O Lord, unto the many thousands of Israel.
Okay. When it rested. Okay. I just think all these writers are fucking bullshitters.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah. There's really not much to say on that last part.
Mm-hmm.
But we're in chapter 11 now.
Mm-hmm.
And also, because he's not doing anything better, Chris, can you grab me a Mountain Dew?
Yeah,
Thanks, buddy.
no problem.
All right.
I don't understand. This is like the first time we've had like a meal on this show.
Yeah.
We've had snacks sometimes, but this is the first meal. All right. Chapter 11. And remember, guys. Oh, thank you. I think there's still a little bit in there. You can finish that if you want. Okay. What was I saying? Right. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you drop a like. It really helps us out. All right. Chapter 11. And the people complained in the hearing of the Lord about their misfortunes. And when the Lord heard it, his anger was kindled, and the fire of the Lord burned among them and consumed some outlying parts of the camp. Okay, so the people were complaining about being in a shitty situation. God was like, you fucking pussies, and he was so mad about it that it looks like the outskirts of the camp were just completely destroyed. Then the people cried out to Moses, and Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire died down. So no convincing necessary.
Oh, he used his magic.
He used his magic.
Yeah.
So,
It's magic. I ain't gotta explain shit.
so the name of the place was called Taberah, because the fire of the Lord burned among them. And it means burning. And this section, I think it's... I'm going to check this,
Check it out.
because I don't think it's J anymore. I think it was just, like, J was just for, like, that last little section there. This is E. Yeah, that was all E. And now... Okay, we're still... So this entire thing, for the rest of this book, or for the rest of this show, it's going to be E.
All right.
The lowest. And I got that bookmark there for later.
Well, let's see what he has to say.
Yep. Now the rabble that was among them had a strong craving, and the people of Israel also wept again and said, "Oh, that we had meat to eat! We remember the fish we ate in Egypt that cost nothing, the cucumbers, the melons, the leeks, the onions, and the garlic. But now our strength is dried up, and there is nothing at all but this manna to look at."
Not the leeks.
Nah, not the leeks. This is a lot of very Jewish food.
Yeah.
Now the manna was like coriander seed. Am I pronouncing that right?
Mm-hmm.
Coriander seed, and its appearance like that of bdellium.
I guess.
What? Bdellium.
Bdellium.
What?
Bedlam.
No,
Bedlam.
is that
Bedlam.
bed? No, that's
You
not.
just said bedlam. Is it bedlam?
No.
I don't think it's
Okay,
bedlam.
it's not bedlam. That's definitely not it.
Bedlam.
That doesn't make any sense. Okay.
All right. So it's
That doesn't make sense.
this special color. Continue.
I don't know what that is. Appearance like that of bdellium. The Lord went about and gathered it and ground it in handmills, or beat it in mortars, and boiled it in posts, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was like the taste of cakes baked with oil. When the dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell with it. So this is... Okay, yeah. Moses heard the people weeping throughout their clans, everyone at the door of his tent, and the anger of the Lord blazed hotly, and Moses was displeased. Moses said to the Lord, "Why have you dealt ill with your servant? And why have I not found favor in your sight that I lay the burden of all this people on me?"
Hold on. Bdellium is a fragrant resin produced by a number of trees related to myrrh,
Okay.
used in perfumes.
Okay.
So it's like amber colored, probably, something like that.
Okay. Blazed hotly, yada yada yada. Moses bitching about having a big burden. Did I conceive all this people? Did I give them birth that you should say to me, "Carry them in your bosom, as a nurse carries a nursing child, to the land that you swore to give their fathers"? Damn, Moses is just giving God a fucking earful.
Yeah.
Oh, where am I to get meat to all this people? For they weep before me and say, 'Give us meat that we may eat.' I am not able to carry all this people alone. The burden is too heavy for me. If you will treat me like this, kill me at once, if I find favor in your sight, that I may not see my wretchedness." So Moses is pretty pissed off that God hasn't done any of the shit that he said he was going to do. So now Moses is all like, "If you're going to treat me like a fucking slave, you better just kill me." That's the thing I'm getting. Alcohol. All right. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Gather for me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom you know to be the elders of the people and officers over them, and bring them to the tent of meeting, and let them take their stand there with you, and I will come down and talk with you there. And I will take some of the Spirit that is on you and put it on them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with you, so that you may not bear it yourself alone. And say to the people, 'Consecrate yourselves for tomorrow, and you shall eat meat, for you have wept in the hearing of the Lord, saying, Who will give us meat to eat? For it was better for us in Egypt. Therefore the Lord will give you meat, and you shall eat. You shall not eat just 1 day, or 2 days, or 5 days, or 10 days, or 20 days, but a whole month.'" Great, a whole month. But a whole month until it comes out of your nostrils and becomes loathsome to you, because you have rejected the Lord who is among you and have wept before him, saying, "Why did we come out of Egypt?" So this is kind of like one of those, did you see the Simpsons episode where Homer goes to hell and he's getting fed donuts?
Yeah.
And like the devil dude torturing him is like, "You like donuts so much? Have all the donuts."
Yeah.
And he like pulls this lever and a bunch of donuts keep going into Homer's mouth, and he just keeps going, and the fucking demon guy is like, "I can't understand this. Like, how can one person eat this much and not get sick of donuts?" That's kind of
How could you ever get sick of donuts?
right.
They're
I'm not
so
even sick
great.
of pizza or subs.
You know what? You should go get us some donuts.
I'm not gonna get you some fucking donuts.
Why not?
If you live anywhere around the Milwaukee area or in Milwaukee, you know that it is fucking shitty outside. The weather right now, it's just a bunch of fucking sleet
Yes.
in fucking April.
The good Lord was trying to prevent us from coming together to deliver this broadcast.
Yeah, but too bad for him. We don't believe in him, so
Yeah.
he can't hurt us.
Yep.
But Moses said, "The people among you whom I number 600,000 on foot, and you have said, I will give them meat, that they may eat a whole month, shall," oh, okay, that was weird. Shall flocks and herds be slaughtered for them and be enough for them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them and be enough for them? And the Lord said to Moses, "Is the Lord's hand shortened? Now you shall see whether my word will come true for you or not." So this just sounds like a big old excuse.
Yeah.
God is like, you're criticizing me. Well, we'll see. We'll see who's
We'll
criticizing
see about that.
Yeah. So Moses went out and told the people the words of the Lord, and he gathered 70 men of the elders to the people and placed them around the tent. Then the Lord came down in the cloud and spoke to him, and took some of the Spirit that was on him and put it on the 70 elders. And as soon as the Spirit rested on them, they prophesied. I don't know. But they did not continue doing it. Ooh. I'm kind of curious to find out if they even tell us what these guys were saying. Mm-hmm. Now 2 men remained in the camp. Okay, so this is after they were just making a bunch of prophecies. Now 2 men remained in the camp, one named Eldad and the other named Medad. And the Spirit rested on them. They were among those who registered, but they had not gone out to the tent, and so they prophesied in the camp. And a young man ran and told Moses, Eldad and Medad are prophesying in the camp. And Joshua, the son of Nun, the assistant of Moses from his youth, said, My lord Moses, stop them. But Moses said to him, Are you jealous for my sake? Would that all the Lord's people were prophets, that the Lord would put his Spirit on them?
Well,
Wait, what? This is so weirdly phrased.
Well, essentially, he's saying it's cool that they're prophets. Let them be prophets.
Yeah, that is essentially. But it's just such. It's so weirdly phrased.
It's terribly phrased. Well, this is E.
Yes.
So
yeah, I mean, it is.
E is a terrible phraser. We can accept that.
All right. Now, there's one. Chapter 12 is a big story for me, and I'm going to read something from this book when we read it.
Okay.
Okay. And Moses and the elders of Israel returned to the camp. The end. Then a wind from the Lord sprang up, and it brought quail from the sea, and let them fall beside the camp, about a day's journey on this side, and a day's journey on the other side, around the camp, and about 2 cubits above the ground. And the people rose all that day and all night, and all the next day, and gathered the quail. Is it quail?
Yeah. Quails.
But are they talking about the bird?
Yeah.
But it says, then a wind brought, the Lord sprang up, and it brought quail from the sea.
So they flew out from over the sea.
From over the sea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not under the sea.
It said from the
Though
sea.
it's always better down where it's wetter.
Yeah, that's true. Those who gathered, least gathered 10 homers. So 220 liters. Or a homer is 220 liters. And they spread them out for themselves all around the camp. So now it looks like a crazy ritual scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's just so many dead quails.
Yeah. While the meat was yet between their teeth, before it was consumed, the anger of the Lord was kindled against the people, and the Lord struck down the people with a very great plague.
You mean that they ate some diseased quail that fell from the sky out of nowhere?
They died, the fucking quail. So
yeah,
they're
the
all
quail
on
were
the
not healthy.
Yeah, and if any of this even happened, like, even if this is based on like a grain of truth, then it would have been like there was something really toxic in the air.
Yeah.
And a bunch of birds died. And now you're eating the birds and you got a disease.
Yeah.
And it came pretty soon after, apparently.
Well,
so soon after that it says
they all get
while
food
it was still in their teeth.
poisoning.
Yeah, yeah. Funny story about food poisoning, which is not how one usually starts a sentence.
Yes.
When I was in Florida with my ex-boss, I went to go see Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing a speaking thing. So after his talk, we went to some Chinese restaurant. Mm-hmm. And my ex-boss decided to order an egg roll. Or no, egg soup, or egg drop soup. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah. He decided to order that, and he got ridiculous food poisoning. Like, before we left the restaurant, he was all like, I don't know, man, I'm feeling sick, don't know if I can drive. And then maybe about half an hour into the drive, he's like, no, man, you got to drive. So I drove all the way back, and for the next month, maybe, he was throwing up a lot. He kept going to the ER, and I think he's better now.
So he got this plague.
He got that fucking plague.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This exact plague.
So whatever it was, it fucked him up real good. And he was always saying, this is God smiting me and punishing me for going to an atheist talk.
Wow.
I mean, he's also an atheist. But you know what? That kind of makes sense. So.
It does?
As a joke, it does.
I suppose.
Yeah. So they're all really sick. Therefore, the name of that place was called Kibroth Hattava, because they buried the people who had the craving. From Kibroth Hattava, the people journeyed to Hazeroth, and they remained at Hazeroth.
Ooh.
So Kibroth Hattava means graves of craving. That may be one of the more badass names of a city that we've heard.
We should go to Kithrat. What is it?
Kibroth
Hattava.
Kibroth Hattava.
We should go there. That should be the new place where we film Milwaukee Atheists.
That should be the new Jerusalem.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like an Indian burial ground, but it's more haunted with Jewish spirits.
I guess. Okay. So we're on chapter
remember, guys,
12.
If you're enjoying the stream, drop a like. It really helps us out. Hello from Germany.
Hello,
Yes, but we're
666
in
Saxon 666 metal.
I like metal.
That's a great name.
Yeah.
That's like such a typical 90s internet name. That's great.
Yeah, like one of those classic old-timey YouTube names
Yeah.
where it was just like
Like
a word that had nothing to do with anything or a name.
I could
and then
see
some
that
numbers.
being someone's screen name on MapleStory.
Oh my god, Maple Story.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or Neopets.
I never played Neopets.
Oh, you should have.
Who knows? Maybe we'll play some RuneScape after this.
Oh, we should definitely play some RuneScape after this.
Classic. Alright. And, yeah, like I said, drop a like if you're enjoying the stream. Tomorrow, I'm pretty excited for the talk with Land and Noel. We're going to talk about astronomy, and I don't know if you saw any of our old content, but I used to talk about astronomy quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of it. So,
And you
remember
could always talk more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And remember to become a patron if you want to help. If you want to help us do what we do, we appreciate all of our patrons, and you get some cool rewards. So now, chapter 12.
And you wanted to read something out of your special book
After we get through the story.
after we get through the story.
Yes.
Okay. Well then. And Miriam and Aaron, it's been a while since we heard from Miriam.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Miriam and Aaron spake against Moses because of the Ethiopian woman whom he had married.
Now what's interesting, yours says Ethiopian, mine says Cushite. Probably from like the same region, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But it's just an interesting.
Well, Ethiopia was also listed as part of the Garden of Eden in this version.
That's true.
Right. So he found this lady from the Garden of Eden, somehow.
From the area of the Garden of Eden.
Yeah. Well, it was an area within the Garden of Eden.
You know what's really weird that just dawned on me?
Yeah.
That correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Mormons believe that the Garden of Eden was like in the U.S.
Yeah, I bet they do.
I think they do, which is really weird because in the fucking Bible it tells you where it was.
Yeah, it was by.
It was in fucking Africa.
Yeah, it was by Ethiopia.
Yeah. So, what are they doing?
And as we all know, human beings came out of Africa.
Yeah.
And so the story is true. It's
No, it's
just
not.
allegory.
Not what
It's allegory.
It
This
is
is
allegory.
Christian science.
It is allegory, but not for evolution.
Well, what if it was?
I would be really surprised.
That's
and
why they
confused.
That's why they talk about genealogy and like all the different kinds, because they were trying to prep the people for the future.
I hate
right?
you so much right now, Ruben.
Okay. Well then. For he had married an Ethiopian woman, and they said, Hath the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Hath he not spoken also by us? and the Lord heard it. Now, the man Moses was very meek, above all the men which were upon the face of the earth. He's the meekest person on the earth. Wow. And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam, Come out, ye three, unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in a pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam. And they both came forth. And he said, Hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so, who is faithful in mine house, in all mine house. With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the anger of the Lord was kindled against them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle. And behold.
Behold! By the way, Yami Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Says behold a lot.
Yeah.
And that makes me really happy.
Have we sold any Behold t-shirts?
We have not sold any Behold t-shirts. But get yourself a Behold
Get yourself
t-shirt.
a Behold t-shirt.
Yep.
You can jump on the train before...
And go, behold!
Yeah, behold. It's even got Lawrence's face on it.
Yep, I'm going, behold!
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's why,
sold anything.
that's a good point. We should remake it.
Yeah, maybe. So God shows up, basically, and he's like, Yo, dog, I'm only going to talk to Moses, because you guys aren't worthy. Which is like a really convenient cult setup.
Yeah.
You know. And it's what Joseph Smith did. Mormons.
He's like, only I can fucking read these stupid, like, what were they? Plates?
The plates, the golden plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only I
From
can read it.
Naphtali.
Yeah, and it's fucking, like, what? I don't understand how the Mormons can't see it as a scam. Because, like, in their story, like, when somebody sets up a test to see if he can actually do something, and he can't reproduce it, it means he's bullshitting. He's making shit up. That'll be the same general story, but nothing like what it was before.
Well, let's say that you had magical powers, and you got, like, a special prophecy from a deity. Once.
Once upon a time.
Once. And it only happens once.
But it wasn't a prophecy from a deity.
Okay.
He was reading it.
Okay, he couldn't read it? Or he never wanted to produce it in front of anyone else. Right?
But didn't he?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I think there was.
Did he?
Yeah, he produced it in front of there was one guy writing it down, while the other guy, Joseph Smith was like, he had his like head in a hat or something, and he was reading these things because like, oh, they can only be read in the dark or some stupid shit like that, so where nobody can see them. And then he was like talking to this one guy, and he was writing it down, and then I can't wait to go over the Book of Mormon.
It'll be a lot of fun. We need to get through all this, though.
Yeah, and then probably the Quran after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe. Maybe we can do the Quran before the Book of Mormon, because the Quran showed up before the Book of Mormon.
It did, yeah, by a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, he produced it in front of this one guy. And then the one guy goes to his wife, and he's like, hey, look what Joseph Smith produced. And she's like, hold on, I'm going to hide these. You tell him you lost this shit and reproduce it. And then he goes back and reproduces it, and Joseph Smith's all like, God's angry with you that you lost them. So now I will tell you a similar story, pretty much the same story, but it'll be told way differently. And the guy writing it down again was like, oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
But it's like so clearly bullshit.
I
don't see how people can't see through that.
He just vaguely remembered what he said the previous day.
Yeah. He had this story, not written out, and then he repeated this synopsis.
Well, it's insane. Now, the anger of the Lord
You're at
was,
10.
yeah.
12, 10.
And the cloud departed from off the tabernacle, and behold, Miriam became leprous,
Yep.
white as snow. And Aaron looked upon Miriam, and behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said unto Moses, Alas, my Lord, I beseech thee, lay not the sin upon us, wherein we have done foolishly, and wherein we have sinned. Let her not be as one dead, of whom the flesh is half consumed, when he cometh out of his mother's womb. And slam poetry, right?
Yeah.
And Moses cried unto the Lord, saying, Heal her now, O God, I beseech thee. So, if you ever want to heal someone magically from any ailment, you just say, heal him or her now.
Don't assume their gender.
Right. Heal them now. O God, I beseech thee.
Well, it depends on your translation, right?
Right.
Maybe you have to say it in the original Hebrew.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's easy enough. Fucking easy.
Well, that's how you cast the spell.
Yeah.
And the Lord said unto Moses, If her father had but spit in her face, should she not be ashamed 7 days?
Is this how people acted? They're like, my dad spit in my face. I am ashamed.
7 days.
For 7 days, exactly.
Let
Then
her,
you're already gone.
let her be shut out from the camp 7 days, and after that let her be received in again. So it's just the exact same treatment for leprosy. They're really pushing that they know how to cure leprosy. Well, that's probably a big reason why they got so many followers, is because they're like, we have a cure for leprosy. We know how to cure leprosy. Right? And Miriam was shut out from the camp 7 days, and the people journeyed not till Miriam was brought in again. And afterward the people removed from Hazeroth and pitched in the wilderness of Paran. Okay. So what did you want to...
So, one thing I want to note is both Aaron and Miriam opposed Moses, right?
Mm-hmm.
They were mad at Moses.
Yeah.
But only Miriam was the one to be punished.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into this, shall we?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So this, I'm going to read two sections here. So this is from Richard Elliott Friedman's, who wrote the Bible. Good book. I recommend it if you really want to know at least like a good overview, a good jumping off point into Old Testament stuff. This is the book I recommend. It's an easy read. He puts things into such a digestible way, and it's good. It's a genuinely good book. It's not perfect.
It gets the Milwaukee Atheist seal of approval.
Yeah. I approve of this. Not of like every word, obviously, but because like the last two chapters are kind of poor, but still
Lawrence
good.
likes to bring up
because I don't want to just like put my entire like seal of approval of something, because people have a lot of problems.
Okay, the seal of approval minus 2 chapters.
Fuck off. Okay, but good book. I recommend it. So in this section, it's called Snow White Miriam.
Okay.
Because, her skin became like snow.
7 days, 7 dwarves.
There is another story in E that reflects the depth of the antagonism between the priests who identified with Moses, either as their founder or as their ancestor, and those who identified with Aaron. In this story, Aaron and his sister Miriam speak against Moses with regard to Moses' wife, and God personally reprimands them. It is, then he says it's worth reading, and then he quotes it. Aaron and Miriam speak because of Moses' wife. What is it about Moses' wife that bothers them? The text does not say that. It only states that she is a Cushite. Since Cush is understood to mean Ethiopia in the Bible, the issue may be that Moses' wife is black. The difficulty is that there is also a place called Cushan in the Bible, which is a region of Midian, and Moses' wife Zipporah has already been identified as Midianite. It is therefore uncertain whether the text here refers to Zipporah or to a second wife. In either case, the most likely reading of the text is that Miriam and Aaron's opposition is based on Moses' wife being different, whether that difference be racial or ethnic. It is also psychologically interesting that their actual complaint never refers to the wife. That is, they do not complain out loud about the thing that is really bothering them. Rather, they direct their criticism at Moses himself. They question whether Moses has any status beyond their own with regard to revelation. Has Yahweh indeed only spoken through Moses? Has he not also spoken through us? This proves to be an error. Yahweh informs them that Moses does not indeed stand out from all other prophets in the degree of his intimacy with the divine. All other prophets only have visions, but Moses actually sees God. The deity is described as angry at Aaron and Miriam is stricken with a kind of leprosy in which all the pigmentation of the skin disappears, leaving her snow white. If the issue here is that Moses' wife is black, then the punishment to suit the crime is, in this case, is singularly suitable. As in the golden calf episode, and see, the word episode works for us too. As in the golden calf episode, Aaron does not suffer any punishment. Aaron had come to be known in the tradition as a priest, and a person who has had leprosy is disqualified from the priestly function thereafter. The writer therefore could not portray Aaron as sharing his sister's punishment. Still, it remains clear in the story that Aaron has offended, that God is angry at Aaron, and that God states explicitly that Moses' experience of God is superior to Aaron's. This too fits the interest in belittling the Aaronid priesthood in Judah. Also, both here and in the golden calf story, Aaron respectfully addresses Moses as my Lord, acknowledging Moses as his superior.
So we already get like the high school drama going on.
Yeah.
But this is like a direct response to all of the peace stuff that we've been covering.
No. J.E. was written beforehand. But P wrote his stuff actually in response to J&E.
So basically, originally, the Torah just shat all over Aaron.
It kind of, not really shat all over him, but it really didn't paint him in the best light.
Right.
And
we had to suffer through all of those P chapters just because of that?
Yes.
Wow.
Or mostly because of that. Also because the fucking priest wanted to tell people how to live their lives.
That's awful.
You know, this entire thing is awful.
Yeah. The Bible is not a book that you should raise your children with.
No. Bad decision.
Yeah. If you were to hand a kid this and be like, okay, all the rules are in here, just follow these.
Oh my God.
They would be out, like, burning animal carcasses.
It would be awful.
Yeah.
No, they wouldn't be burning animal carcasses. They would bring it to the priests.
Right.
And ask them to burn it for them.
But they would definitely bring a lot of animal carcasses to priests.
It would be like cats bringing dead birds.
Mm.
Or dogs, whatever.
And, you know, they would probably condemn the priests as being heretics for not burning it.
They probably wouldn't, not at this point in time.
Maybe.
Then you get into all the covenantal shit like, but what covenant are you under? Matt Dillahunty actually has a really good video about covenants. I recommend it. But
Maybe we should engage in some animal sacrifice. Maybe that's why why the world doesn't have all this magic that's in the Bible, is because people
stopped sacrificing
animals. Yeah. So maybe the animal sacrifice is the secret key to success here.
You know, I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah.
We should totally start sacrificing a bunch of animals.
So, hey, if you're watching the stream and you support animal sacrifice,
leave a like. But that is it for the chapters today.
Yeah.
I am probably going to reread a section in here because the next chapter we're going to talk about the spies.
With the spies?
Yes, and that was actually...
Is this like Totally Spies, or is this
It's not like Totally Spies.
Okay.
So, this is a similar situation with, as in the flood story, where there are two authors' narratives that are stitched together.
Yeah.
So we're going to have another situation of this back and forth, and we can actually, this guy has actually separated, like Richard Elliott Friedman, he actually separates the stories. So after reading the text, we can just hit some bullet points of are you putting something on? Okay. Chris is playing with his dick or something. So, so we can, he talks a lot about the spy story. So I'm going to have some stuff prepared for that next week. But other than that, that's all the chapters today. If you enjoyed the stream today, definitely drop a like.
And subscribe.
Subscribe if you haven't, yeah, and share it around to who?
Share it to your friends, family, neighbors, countrymen, abandoned kinsmen, fraternity brothers, members of the secret organizations that you're part of, Freemasons.
Especially the Illuminati.
Yes, Freemasons, Illuminati, Bilderbergs, ex-girlfriends.
The Rothschilds.
Divorcees, estranged children, and the like.
Yeah, those. Wait, hold on, don't stop it yet, fucking asshole. Chris is fucking anxious. And if you like what we do and want to help us with what we do, consider becoming a patron. And you get some great rewards if you do become a patron. And next year, probably I'm going to be done with my book of Heathens and Heresy. I'm doing a lot of reading, lot of research for this one.
Well, Stephanos asks, I like that you'll do Socrates, but can you also do Mesopotamian mythology so we can see where the Jews took it from? Babylonian and Assyrian religions would be great to study. So
I had actually a mystery episode on Sumerian mythology, and I did kind of hint at, hey, this kind of sounds like a Christian story.
Yeah.
But definitely in my book, that's what I'm going to be going over. Like that is going to be a big portion of it. Like how much they did actually take from Babylon, which was a crazy fucking amount. So I think it'll be pretty cool. Other than that, do you have anything?
Not particularly. I mean, he's writing a book. I'll be editing the book. And if you want to purchase it, that's cool. Or you could become a patron.
And get it for free.
Well,
if
virtually for free. As a reward.
As a reward, yes. But you wouldn't have to, because this book is probably going to be kind of big. So I'm probably going to be selling it for like, I don't know, like 20, 25 maybe. I don't know yet. I don't know how big it's going to be, but it's going to be around there. But if you're a $5 patron or more, you get every book that we publish as a reward, along with the behind-the-scenes stuff, which I've been posting more of recently.
Yeah?
Yeah. But other than that, I think we're good for today.
I think we're
Thank
all
you for
good.
joining us, and remember to drop a like if you haven't already. Thank you for joining us.
Bye-bye, everyone.